Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, area law enforcement agencies are receiving complaints about a possible phone scam. State and local police say drunk driving citations were up last year. We'll talk with Representative Judd Matheny about the special legislative session coming up next week, and the Bedford County Animal Shelter could use your help. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
We're having a huge inventory reduction sale going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia, with the largest selection in history with over 100 to choose from, any make, any model. Check out this 2014 Kia Forte, 14803, or this 2014 Kia Optima, 19587. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. Any make, any model, over 100 to choose from. Why buy anywhere else?
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Welcome back. Area law enforcement agencies are reporting that they are receiving phone calls about a scam where the caller is claiming to be associated with the sheriff's office. The caller states that the person has missed a grand jury hearing and then requests money in lieu of being charged criminally. The caller then requests the person to obtain a green dot card and upload money to it. This is a scam, so please remember that no one from the sheriff's office in Bedford, Coffee, or Franklin counties will ever make phone calls to solicit money. Several other scams are going around as well. Other common scams include sweepstakes winner scam, mystery shopper scam, and missed court date scam. Please remember, don't send money to someone you don't know. Some 9.5 million Americans have signed up for coverage under the Federal Affordable Care Act this year, surpassing the number of enrollees signed up in 2014. The Department of Health and Human Services says as of the middle of January, 7.1 million people had enrolled in 37 states where the federal government is operating insurance exchanges. That includes Tennessee. Some 2.4 million people have signed up in states offering their own exchange plans. The exchanges offer subsidized private coverage to folks who don't have access to insurance. The deadline to sign up for this year is February 15th. Tennessee lawmakers will meet next week to consider Governor Bill Haslam's plan to offer private coverage to an estimated 200,000 currently uninsured Tennesseans. State and local police arrested more drivers for suspected drunken driving last year compared to 2013. The Department of Safety reports 29,544 drunk driving charges were filed last year compared to 28,905 in 2013. That's below the level of arrest in 2012 when almost 33,000 people were charged with DUI. The Chattanooga Times Free Press reports the Tennessee Highway Patrol made 1,238 DUI arrests in the Chattanooga district last year. That district includes Coffee, Franklin, and Grundy counties. The THP says the change in tactics is probably responsible for more arrests. Officers focused on bar owners, encouraging them to stop serving intoxicated customers. Sobriety checkpoints were set up in areas with a history of DUI accidents. The Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or MAD group, gives Tennessee high marks for DUI enforcement, citing the sobriety checks, no refusal arrest, and child endangerment law enforcement. King's Cross Church in Tullahoma is currently conducting a series of seminars called Aging Matters. Philip Moody, who is the congregational life minister at the church, tells us more.
Hey, at King's Cross Church, we have 2 weeks left in a 5-week series dealing with Aging Matters. It coincides with a documentary that WMPT has put together with that same title, Aging Matters. This particular episode we've been showing is called End of Life. So this Wednesday, February the 4th, at King's Cross from 6 o'clock to 7 or so, we have a panel of 10 people coming in that approach end-of-life situations from different aspects, and we invite the whole community, anybody from Tullahoma or the other cities that are watching this as well. We'd invite you to be a part of this. The people coming are an attorney, Rusty Hedges, clergy and church-type people, Don and Vicki Dixon. He's a retired pastor of Highland Baptist in Tullahoma. Greg Kilgore is a funeral home director here in Tullahoma. Keith Robinson is a hospitalist and a very experienced doctor at Harton Regional Medical Center. Rob Nichols, also related to Harton, is coming. He is coming representing hospice and palliative care. Erica Bradford helps people apply for Medicare in those open seasons. Donna Stevens from Morning Point is coming as well. That's an assisted living place we have here. And the NHC Tullahoma administrator, Janie Colley, is coming, along with Betty Ockman, the Trinity Adult Daycare Center director. And it's something we have all in common. No matter what our age is, eventually we're all going to die one day. And we just invite everybody to come have these conversations with us, or just listen, and it will allow you to have better conversations with your children, or perhaps your parents, wherever you are in the life cycle. You're invited to King's Cross Church, Wednesday, February the 4th at 6 o'clock p.m.
Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stanley Knapp Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stan McNabb Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stan McNabb Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what a difference our detail can make.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Tennessee General Assembly will convene in special session next week to consider Governor Bill Haslam's plan to provide insurance coverage to some 200,000 uninsured Tennesseans. Channel 6's Tom Corrington spoke with State Representative Judd Matheny about the resolution.
As always happens about this time of the year, the Tennessee legislature is in session, and this promises to be quite an exciting session, I think. And As we usually do at this time of the year, we ask Representative Judd Matheny to come on and discuss with us what the hot button issues are and maybe some idea of where they may wind up. So, and Judd has always been very, very faithful at coming in to talk to us. So, welcome, Judd. And,
glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Is it going to be as interesting as I just alluded to?
This is probably going to be the most interesting session I've participated in, maybe with the exception of the 2005-2006 when TennCare was very acute, and the problems with TennCare were very acute in our state's budget, and we had to do some enormous things to curtail that. Yeah. But I'd say for the first time in 10 years, we're going to be heavily challenged in nearly everything we do.
In everything you do?
Yes, sir.
And you're still going to have a short session?
It remains to be seen, but I think we still probably will. We have a, just so the listeners or the viewers know, we have a special session this year, which is the second one we've had since I've been in the General Assembly.
That's first.
Yes, sir, and that's first. It begins February 2nd. It's scheduled to end by the 9th. It lasts no longer than a week. And we are just going to be focused on the Medicaid expansion in Tennessee, which is also known as Insure Tennessee Plan.
Right.
And we want to get that over with so it doesn't overshadow all the other issues during the regular session.
Okay. How's it going to go?
It's going to be close. I think the Senate was going to let the House do it first, and then the House bucked at that, and the Senate's going to do it first, and now Governor Ramsey has set the Senate up into 3 committees as a whole, so that every single senator must vote for the bill before it even gets to the floor. So he's taken the traditional committee system and broken it into only 3, which is 5, broken the Senate up, the 33-member Senate, into 3 committees, 11 on each committee, and it must pass every single committee before it can get to the Senate floor. And that alone is going to cause great obstacles for the bill.
And if it doesn't get to the Senate floor, then it isn't going to happen this year.
That's correct. And it is a resolution. It is not a piece of legislation we'll vote on, and a resolution cannot be amended. So once it starts, it has to pass 9 committees and then the House and the Senate floor completely unchanged in order to be effective.
And you're going to do that in 9 days. Judd, there's been some juggling going on in assignments. I noticed you dropped off of the as the chair of the Government Operations Committee, so where are you?
Well, I went to the papers love to zing me, and inherently newspaper reporters are pretty lazy, and so they automatically think that Speaker and I have a problem. But to be very honest, now the Speaker, Harwell, and I have had our differences in the past, but they're just over things we disagree on. They're not personality issues. And for the last couple of years, we've gotten along very well. And I've enjoyed my time at Government Operations, but it wasn't a particularly challenging committee. It's not a real binding committee, and I asked to come off of it in order to be involved in the front line on several other issues. And she asked me 3 different times, was I sure? And she said, you know, people may think that I'm upset with you because of this. And I said, that's fine. I'll defend you. And I will say that it was my choice. But I wanted to be on the 2 most, what I believe will be the active committees in the next 2 years in the General Assembly, based on economic and health-related issues coming through. And I was placed on the Health Committee and placed on the Insurance and Banking Committee. And I'm very proud to be there in both of those places, and it puts me in a position to be on the first 2 committees and the first subcommittee that the Insure Tennessee Plan or the Medicaid expansion plan comes through.
All right.
Of course, that's not the only thing I'm going to be working on for 2 years, but I'm very proud to be involved in that fight.
You want to speculate on where that issue is going to come out, his ability to expand the Medicaid program?
I think right now I'll give it a 50-50 chance. I think the closer it gets to session, that's probably going to be closer to about 30% passage, 70% failure. The committees, the way they're set up in the House, and definitely now the way Lieutenant Governor Ramsey has set up the committee system in the Senate to hear the Insure Tennessee bill, it's going to make it very difficult to pass. And another thing that will make it difficult, not that it won't, and we all are going to have open minds, or most of us are, I definitely will. I've pledged to everyone I will have an open mind until it's time to vote, so I can get all the information. But we're going to have to make sure in my mind that there's a way for the state to be indemnified if we ever have to cut the rolls again, and that's my #1 concern.
And since Tom spoke with Representative Matheny, the State Attorney General issued an opinion that the state would be able to terminate coverage if the cost of the program exceeded expectations, as long as the state provided proper notifications and phase-out procedures. More Newsleader on 60 is coming up right after this.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The annual fundraiser for Trinity Care Center in Tullahoma is coming up next weekend. Newsleader's Peggy Burton spoke with Kitty Shukla and Bob Huffines about the event.
I'm on the set with one of my favorite people, Kitty Shukla from the Care Center, and she's brought with her Bob Huffines.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome.
Correct. Thank you.
And you are the president of the Care Center now. Do I have that right?
As far as the board of directors,
okay.
yes.
All right. He is.
I'm more or less a newbie. I joined the board last year and was elected president this year, so I'm a little bit new at it, but I'm just glad to participate, and it's quite an experience.
It's a wonderful program, and
yes.
Thank you for serving, and thank you for serving. And I know it's time next week for
Diamond, Peggy.
Diamonds.
Diamond-studded evening.
Yes, diamond-studded evening. So bring out your diamonds, or go and get some diamonds and show up. And tell me what the hell's going to happen at the.
Well, let me tell you. First, I'm going to tell people a little bit shortly about what Trinity Care Center
that's
is
important.
about, just in case they don't know. It is an adult daycare and activities program, as you know.
Yes.
Licensed by State of Tennessee, serving Bedford, Coffee, Franklin, and more.
And it's a 401k.
It's a 501c3
or whatever all that is.
And it is funded partially by United Way of Highland Rim and United Way of Franklin County. And a lot of donations. And we are there Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And we are trying to meet the needs of the caregivers who are trying to provide loving care to their loved one at home or a friend.
And if I'm not mistaken, you can bring somebody to the center in the morning and they can stay so many hours.
We are trying to meet the needs. So some people just bring them once in a while. There are some who come every day. There are some who come half a day. What we are trying to do is to meet the need of the caregiver.
Yes.
So it's for the respite for the caregivers, socialization for the participants who come to the care center.
I think
a lot of people think that it's only for the elderly.
But it's for any age.
It is for any adults starting from age 18.
18 and up.
We have had somebody as young as 19 in our program and as old as 98.
That's wonderful.
Right.
Bob, what got you interested in doing this program?
Well, actually, as far as some of the members of our church, we have projects around the actual house the property. We have been traveling over there probably for 3 years and doing maintenance. And so this introduced me to, the adult care center, the needs. And basically, because of that, I was invited to join the board of directors. And so we actually ended up doing this last year. And now I understand the concept as far as what we're doing, and it's a wonderful program, especially for industry and any kind of business, because there are those that the caregivers responsible for the elderly, and they in many cases they miss work to take care of the elderly, which affects their pay, it affects their reputation and their status with the business.
Anyway, don't forget the Diamond Studded Evening, which is
February 7th, which is
next Saturday.
Next Saturday, it is at Lakewood Country Club in Tullahoma.
Starts at 6 o'clock.
Starts at 6 o'clock.
And is there a deadline on reservations?
Well, till next Thursday.
Till next Thursday. Okay, so be sure and call in.
And what it is that we are going to make it a fun evening. This is the 10th year we are doing the Diamond Studded Evening.
And I know you have the auction. You still have the auction. And there's going to be some black diamonds.
No, chocolate-colored diamonds. We're going to have 3 chocolate-colored diamonds.
That's great.
We have to sponsor yet.
They're going to run us out. Bob, thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
We'll be right back in a moment.
Push it, pull it, or drag it in for our annual Cash for Trash event. It's going to be bigger and better than ever at all the State McNabb dealerships. That means the whole month of February, we are giving you $2,000 minimum towards the purchase of any pre-owned vehicle. And we've received a huge shipment of new cars. We're stacking them deep and selling them cheap. So push, pull, or drag your vehicle in today for your $2,000. It's the biggest event of the year at State McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And State McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. And State McNabb Ford. Cash for Trash month is back. Yes.
At the time, maybe you were just building a bridge, a business, or a community. Maybe you were simply working for a home or a better tomorrow. At the time, you served out of duty and love of country. But in that time, we see a legacy created, an American dream lived. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. On January 15th, the Bedford County Animal Control Sheriff's Department and several other Bedford County agencies with a warrant in hand seized over 100 animals from a rural area in the county. While the property owner did cooperate, the county was forced to remove the animals and secure shelter, food, and water for them. Many others in the community are helping out wherever they can. Newsleader's Marilyn Ewing spoke with Bedford County Animal Control Director Jack Cooper.
Our location today is actually outside. It's very cold, but we are located on the celebration grounds in beautiful Shelbyville, Tennessee. Why? Well, we're going to let Jack Cooper, he is the Animal Control Director for Bedford County, he's going to explain what's going on, because you may have seen or read in the paper about maybe confiscating lots of animals, mostly dogs, some cats, from an individual right here in Bedford County. Very sad story, but I wanted to get with Jack and kind of get the gist of really what's going on.
On January 15th of 2015, Bedford County Animal Control, with the assistance of the Bedford County Sheriff's Office and Shelbyville Animal Control, in addition to a team of veterinarians, executed a search warrant on a property on Courtner Road here in Bedford County near Normandy. The search warrant was to find evidence of cruelty and neglect that was occurring on the property there that included over 100 animals. So during the course of that day, over a span of about 8 hours, Bedford County Animal Control officers, Shelbyville Animal Control officers, and volunteers removed 101 total animals. During the following hours, those animals were transported, some to the veterinarians here in Shelbyville, some here to the celebration grounds at this barn where they've been housed since that date. And subsequent to their housing, the animals all received vaccinations and heartworm tests. They were dewormed. And we've been in the process of getting these guys out into rescue partners over the last week. We started out with 101 total animals, and now we're in the low 30s. So we're doing really well on moving them out. But that's basically what's been going on here at the celebration here with Animal Control over the last week. That being said, the community has been, it's been a humbling experience for us really at Animal Control. The community has given us tremendous support, including, of course, the celebration ground here, which has let us use this facility, which has been really great for our purposes. But many local businesses and I would say hundreds of citizens here in Shelbyville have come forward, stepped up and made donations, offered to help, volunteered. Here and at the animal shelter. Oh yeah, food. Walmart. I don't want to give a long list, but PetSmart Charities actually donated nearly $20,000 worth of supplies for this, and Walmart stepped up with a large donation of food and some other supplies. But also individual citizens. I know Palmer Food Service has provided some of the food bowls for us. And like I said, I don't want to leave anyone out. Celebration Feed has donated lots of straw. Lots of local businesses, though, have helped out. So,
Jack, thank you so much for talking with us. Certainly appreciate all of the information that you've given us today on the show and such. Keep doing a wonderful job, and we'll check in with you periodically from time to time.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to come back on sometime.
Bedford County Animal Control Director Jack Cooper.
And again, many Shelbyville and Bedford County residents have stepped up to offer support. If you would like to donate or volunteer, you may call the Bedford County Animal Shelter at, that's Bedford County Animal Control rather, and that number is 931-685-1130. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a shepherd mix named Tizzy. Tizzy entered the shelter as an owner turn-in and is approximately 9 months old. She is great with other dogs and children, up to date on her vaccinations, and has been spayed. The shelter believes Tizzy would make an excellent family pet. Be sure to check out the Tullahoma Animal Shelter on Facebook for upcoming events and fundraisers. Remember, you can help support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue. And the Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Casey. Casey is a mature German Shepherd who needs a loving home with lots of TLC. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society by sending it to Post Office Box 252, Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org. We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
Are you tired of getting those letters in the mail being turned down for that new car due to bankruptcy, medical expenses, or divorce? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we are your bank. Dial 931-455-6066 or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. And remember, we are the bank and we can help you. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Why buy anywhere else?
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1947 at 70 degrees. Record low was in 1977 at 1 degree. The average high on this day is 50 and the average low is 29. Tonight, look for cloudy weather with possibly some rain in the forecast with a low of around 32. Partly sunny weather expected on Friday with a high of 42 and a low of 24. Partly sunny weather continuing in your forecast on Friday, or rather on Saturday, with a high of 47 and a low of 37. That's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.